He's still staying with the whole fighting stance. Yeah, she said stop. Stop, Lala. He's just saying you have angry eyes when you get into the temper. Really good description there, Lala. However, your lovely wife thought you would say you haven't seen ugly till you've seen my wife's forehead.
I was just thinking that, too.
So why did you say it, Lala?
I'm trying to be nice. She get mad when I talk about her forehead.
Well, she thought a long time, and I think she just was wanting something that you maybe give her a hard time about, but I think you don't really think her forehead's ugly, though, do you?
Oh, no, it's cute, but I just mess with it all the time.
He's good. He's quick. He's coming back. It's all fine. Not a match. Lala's like, move on. Give it to Pete. All right, here we go.
Get a half a point.
Pete, before you say anything, let me just stress to you that your wife thought you would play it the most dangerous out of all of them. Like, you were just going to really just go for it on this one. Are you feeling that, Pete?
Again, she's going to be disappointed. But how mad she'll get if I mention weight at all. She really gets uptight.
So, okay, we can't go with temper. Remember, we've already been through this with Lala, okay? So you just, what's going to say?
Well, if I mention weight to her.
Okay, so you haven't seen Erin to see my wife when I talk about her weight.
Weight, then she gets
He's still trying to stay in the comfort zone there is what he's trying to do. Get ready, Pete, because I told you, your wife played this the most fun. She had a good time, and she just went for it. She says that you would say, you haven't seen ugly till you've seen her boobs, because they're hanging lower now. Pete?
I tell her to be careful and don't step on them.
Well, he says as long as she's careful not to step on them. Goodness gracious, Pete. Not a match. But see, they're all three still smiling out here, and I'm sure the boys are happy because they're behind the curtain right now. All right, Matt, ready to go with the next question?
I guess so.
Now, yeah, see, they have their own little party going on back there. Y'all have to understand because they're kind of protecting each other. Now, gentlemen, this next one I need you to listen carefully because I'm going to give you a quick scenario, then I'll ask you the question. I need all three of you men to imagine there's a parrot. And, of course, you know a parrot is a bird that speaks, and it learns to speak by hearing things repeated over and over and over again. I need you three guys to imagine there's a parrot that lives in your bedroom 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That means morning, noon, and night that bird is in the bedroom with both you and your wife. By listening to the two of you, what one word or one phrase would your parrot learn to say? Now, it can be something you say all the time, something she says all the time, something you both say all the time. It could be a nickname or a pet name. It cannot be a sound effect, all right? And gentlemen, on this one, if any of your answers are a little too spicy or a little too risque, please edit your answers before you say them out loud. And in this case, all three of you should somewhat edit from what I've been seeing, okay? So what do you think, Matt? One word, one phrase. What would that parrot say? In the bedroom with you 24/7, morning, noon, and night. Be honest. Matt? He's got something. He's just scared to say it. Say it, Matt.
Maybe I'm feeling fat.
Oh, yeah. Matt, I will give you a piece of advice, okay? And this is just from somebody that, you know, knows how this game goes. If your wife stands in front of a mirror in a bedroom just in front of you and complains about anything, body part, weight, any of that, that is because she wants you and only you to be the one to hear her complaining about that, okay?
All right.
However, let me tell you what your wife wrote down. This might make you a little happier. She said the bird will learn to say, "Wanna do it?" Sound a little more familiar? Hopefully. Not a match? But again, this is the most difficult one to match up on. If they don't, again, fun for us. That's about it. What do you think, Lala?
Pass me the PlayStation remote.
Erica.
Turn off the light.
Pass the remote. Turn off the light.
Slide over.
Slide over. You gonna give me any more there? We haven't hit a match just yet.
Hey, watch my foot.
What was that?
Just watch my foot. She got a broke foot.
Oh, watch my foot. Oh, is that why he just broke 2 of her toes? Not on purpose. Oh. Okay, so are we just sticking with those 4 because at this point we still haven't matched there, Lala?
What is she saying?
Oh, I'm going to tell you what she said. You guys remember to hold that mic really close so we can hear you out here. Now, I am going to edit just a little bit, okay? Does this sound familiar to you, Lala? She said the bird will learn to say, "Shut the blank up." It's a lot of romance going on there, isn't it?
I don't hear that much.
The crowd likes it. Not a match.
I don't hear that much.
He's laughing. He's smiling. He knows it's a good one. All right.
Yeah, I don't hear that one that much.
You. Yeah, well, I believe it. All right, Pete. Pete,
Yeah.
one word, one phrase. What would that parrot learn to say?
I need help in going to sleep.
You know what? She just goes, he's right. I did say that. That's a good answer, Pete. Not a match at this moment, but a good answer.
Okay.
Remember, I said that you guys might need to edit just a little bit. So, I'm just gonna say it in an edited version. She said the bird will learn to say shoot. Well, no, I can't say the real word. Just change the O. Got it, Pete?
No.
Hey, Sam, can you explain that one to him for me?
I have done.
Okay, good. So, is that familiar to you, Pete?
Not really. I've always heard a different terminology.
Oh, so maybe even worse. So let's just go.
No. What I said.
What was that?
What I said about she said she needs help in getting to sleep.
Oh, okay. Well, it has nothing to do with the shoot word, but that's okay. You know what? That's a difficult one. That stretches the mind just a little bit. Give all three a nice round of applause. Even though they didn't get them, they're still okay. Because the next one's the one we're going to have all the fun for this game. So, Matt, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Now, Matt, I know you and the lovely Erin are on your honeymoon, just got married in Freeport, and I know you have family that came on board. And family, if you've stepped in, if you've actually come into the lounge while we were up here, don't make a peep, okay? Don't make any noise whatsoever. I know that your mom is here, Matt. Her parents are here. We got some friends as well. However, at this point, we don't think any of them are in the room, so you're still free and clear to have some fun with this one, okay?
All right.
Now, also, Lala, you and your lovely wife are here with her brother, right? You're the brother? The brother, the wife, and some other, and friends. But they're all grown up, so they're ready as well. And you, Pete, are here with some of your best friends, and they're just raring and ready for the information they're about to find out. So here it is. This is the question, guys. Remember, detail is the name of the game. So, Matt, tell me, Whoopi hasn't been the same since the two of you did it where? What I'm asking is, where was the one time Whoopi was so amazing that you'll never forget? If it was in the car, where was the car? Was it moving? Was it stopped? Was it day? Was it night? Were there people around? If it was in the house, where exactly in the house was it? Was it on top of the washing machine? And Matt, please go back before Freeport if you want to get a match, okay? You're married now. It's all legal. And, of course, Pete, you and Lala start thinking now because you got 16 and 52 years to sort out. What do you think, Matt?
Let's see. I'm thinking.
So many to choose from.
Maybe.
Listen, everybody in this room, none of them's going home with you, so just go for it.
Maybe the Olive Garden bathroom.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get a little more detail, okay? So the Olive Garden bathroom, were you all there having dinner and you just took a little quick break? Did you actually just go in to use the bathroom, have a break then? What was going on?
She was out with her friends drinking, and I was out with my friends drinking, and we ended up at the same restaurant, and
Just made the best of it.
yeah.
Now here's the beauty of this. I didn't tell Matt up front, but on this one, if they both give me the same time as the wonderful time, the best time, then it's wonderful they remember that time, okay? However, if they give me different times, then the beauty is they're actually reminding each other of a great memory. So this one is actually a win-win. Nobody can miss on this one. So that should help Pete and, of course, Lala feel a little bit more relaxed. And Matt, that means you're not going to miss no matter what. However, I do have to say, y'all must have a thing for bathrooms. Because do you remember the old Charlie's bathroom?
Oh.
Yeah, when your friend Alan walked in on you, it was at nighttime.
Yeah. It wasn't Olive Garden. It was O'Charlie's.
Oh, so there wasn't an Olive Garden?
No, it wasn't Olive Garden. It was just O'Charlie's.
You just, now the crowd's so disappointed. Now you have to go to an Olive Garden when you get home. That's okay. They were going to get the match anyway. The bathroom is the spot. There you go. It's a public bathroom, which makes it crazy exciting. There you go. All right, Lala, 16 years. Give it to us. Tell us.
Well, it's like that every time I do it.
I know, Lala. I'm sure it is. Yeah, see?
Oh.
Now, what y'all don't understand, you guys back there, is your ladies are facing the crowd as all this information is getting given out. So what do you think, Lala?
I think when she came home from basic training and I was at the hotel for like 10 days, didn't leave.
You stayed in a hotel for 10 days?
And didn't leave.
And didn't leave for 10 days.
That's right.
Oh, so it was like a 10-day marathon.
That's right.
So she was on leave, she came home, you hadn't seen her, you just made up for lost time.
Yes, we did.
See, you can tell he's smiling right now, just remembering it. And she's like, that was good, that was good. Here's one of those situations where you just reminded her of a nice time, but I'm going to remind you of one as well. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Do you remember on the on the ground by the railroad tracks
Oh, man.
when you saw the shooting star and you both cried together? That's beautiful.
Yeah. Woo, that was many moons ago.
Yeah, when you were 18 years old, from what it looks like, she said. But you remember it, right?
I remember.
Yeah. See, that's the beauty of this question. They remind each other. Those were both great answers. Give them both a nice round of applause. She's got goosebumps. He's smiling back there. It's all good. Pete, the crowd is the most excited to find out about you two after 52 years.
It was on our honeymoon up in the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania.
Oh, were you actually on the mountain when it happened?
No, we were in a cabin.
Okay, so was it day or night?
Yeah, it was, well, it was the first time for both of us. So.
Oh, so it was like your... No, but that's sweet. He remembers your first time for both of you. It was wonderful. And that is beautiful. The crowd just loved you a little bit more right then, Pete, okay? However, your wife went a little bit crazier with this answer. And she went back about, let's see, several years ago, she said. So not as far back as your wedding night. You ready for this, Pete?
We'll discuss that later.
Oh, no. The crowd has to know, right? Pete, and
Yes.
I'm just going to tell you, it's a great memory for her, and that's why she wrote it. She said, Whoopi hadn't been the same, Pete, since you did it with the special gel in your bedroom, and it was flavored gel. I love her.
That was strawberry.
Strawberry, he remembers. See, and you friends thought you knew everything, didn't you?
I had forgotten about
These
that.
friends are going to go home, and strawberry is going to be the one thing they talk about all the time. He said it, I know. He remembered. See, he remembered Nancy. See, Pete, you just made her feel even better because you just remembered it was strawberry. Give them all a nice round of applause. That was great. That was good. All right, Matt. Last and final question. Y'all have done a nice job, but this last one's pretty easy. It's a multiple choice. All you got to do is match with your wife. I told your wives to try to match with you. So you ready, Matt?
I'm ready.
Tell me, Matt, when you step out of the shower, which of these do you most resemble? Would you be A, a stretch limousine, B, a Ford dump truck, or C, a cute little Volkswagen with 2 flat tires? What do you think, Matt? You can be confident. You're on your honeymoon. Do what you got to do. Don't try to visualize too much. That makes it a bit more distracting. Matt, this is like the easiest of out of all the questions.
And this is what she thinks, or this is what I think?
I told her to try to match with you. You got to try to match with her. So this would be a joint decision. One of the first few important ones you'll make in your next life together.
Guess limousine.
You're not sounding very confident with that one, Matt. Is that what you think she'll say or what you would say?
That's what I would say.
Okay. Well, let's just stick with that. Stay with the confidence of a newlywed married man. You know what? You've been married just 2 days, and your lovely wife says that when you step out of the shower, you are definitely a stretch limousine there. That's what I'm talking about. Give Matt a nice round of applause. He's all confident and built back up. Yeah. All right, Lala. Lala.
Yeah, I'm here.
So out of those 3, which do you think you would most resemble stepping out of the shower?
A little mix between the limousine and the dump truck.
Okay, there's no mixing.
No, limousine.
Okay, so we're going with the limousine?
Yes, ma'am.
Which is good. I like the confidence after 16 years of marriage, you know? Now, your wife wrote an answer, and there's about 5 exclamation points right after it, okay? So whatever it is, it's got to be good just because it's got that many exclamation points. Lala, she said after 16 years, you were definitely a stretch limousine. That was the right answer, Lala. Good job. He's feeling good. All right, Pete.
Well, I would like to say I'm a stretch limousine, but my wife would probably say I'm a dump truck with flat tires.
Okay, Pete, the flat tires were on the VW, not the truck.
Oh, on the BW. I would say the last one, the BW.
Oh, the crowd's like, oh. You can always think you're a limo there, you know, Pete. But the thing is the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And whenever you step out of the shower and Nancy beholds you, she says you're the cutest little VW with 2 flat tires ever seen. But it's a match. It's a match. He knows his woman. Now, here's the beauty of this. We're not going to go through and see how many they got right and how many they got incorrect because they all shared a lot of personal information, and we're not actually done with the show just yet. So what I need you ladies to do is tear off that piece of paper so you can keep it for your scrapbook or to burn, whichever you prefer. And what we did is we took the guys into a soundproof room, but we knew they wouldn't match up on as many of the answers as they thought they would. So while the guys were in the soundproof room backstage with Sam, we prepared their 3 husbands to actually come out here and show not only their 3 wives, but all of you just how far they would go to prove their love after 2 days of marriage, 16 years of marriage, and 52 years of marriage. Now, first rule, ladies, you have to stay in your seats the entire time, okay? But for you all, what I need you to do is we prepare to bring them out. I need you to get ready to put your hands together. I need you to pull your cameras out, your video cameras out, and welcome to the stage with a thunderous round of applause, the one and only, your very own Carnival Fantasy Chippendale Dancers. Starting with Chippendale number 1, here comes Matt, everybody! Work it, Matt, work it. No, Matt, your wife. No, your wife. Give her a big old kiss, Matt. That's Matt, married just a few days, everybody. Now married 16 years, bring out Chippendale number 2. Let's hear it for Lala. Work it, Lala, work it. Oh, yeah. Captain America in the house. No, Lala, your wife. What is going on with you boys? Give her a kiss, Lala. Give her a kiss. That's 16 years of love right there. But now married 52 beautiful years. Bring out Chippendale number 3. Let's hear it for Pete, everybody. Work it, Pete, work it. All the way to the front. Let her see you, Pete. Let her see you. Get her up. My little turn on the catwalk. Give her a kiss, Pete. Give her a kiss. That's 52 years of love right there. Put your hands together for all 3 of our fabulous Chippendales. Now, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I have to say these 3 guys are absolutely fabulous sports because they had no idea this was what was in store for them once they got backstage. And what you all don't understand is the whole time I'm asking the questions to the ladies, they've been instructed to what they have to do to strip down. Then while they're actually answering the questions, they've already been dressed to this and they're sitting on little cold metal chairs backstage trying to not think about what they just had to do and get the questions right at the same time. And they all did a beautiful job. Actually, it's one of the best ones we've had in a long time. But I will say, if the man that's been married the longest doesn't want to kind of strip down and have the fun, it's really hard to talk the other 2 into it as well. So they all deserve another nice round of applause. But a little extra for Pete down there. Pete is the man. Now, since we said we're not going to add up how many they got right and how many they got wrong, because they are all winners, they're all going to be winners in our book. And Sam is going to bring out bottles of champagne, trophies, and medallions for all 3 couples. But before we let y'all go, we're going to find out exactly who the couples are, where they're from, okay? We'll find out a little bit more. Because we did record this, and it's going to be on Channel 27, looping for the rest of the night. So they will be superstars for the remainder of the cruise. Now, where are y'all actually from, Erin?
Raleigh, North Carolina.
North Carolina. We got a lot of North Carolina. Now, are you surprised he did this, Erin?
No.
No, he's kind of a wild and crazy. Yeah, he worked both women, and then he came have. That was good though. So, did any of the family actually show up, or you can make noise now if the family is actually in here? How did you keep the whole family and all your friends away from the lounge for the whole time? Did you even tell them you were coming?
We kind of snuck out.
Oh, okay. So don't even tell them you got in the show, and what'll happen is just let them be flipping through the channels, and all of a sudden, what's Matt doing on the stage in animal pants? Well, he did this for you, for sure. You know that. It was all for you. Had a little fun with y'all, too, because you were enjoying yourself. What do you do for a living, Matt?
I do IT support.
IT support. So normally kind of a calm, kind of situated guy at work, but wild and crazy when you're not, right?
I was a DJ on the weekends.
Oh, there you go. He's got a wild streak. He did a beautiful job, and to be the first one out of that curtain has to be the most overwhelming feeling in the world. But he did a great job. You worked the crowd. Give it up for Matt and his lovely wife, Erin, everybody. Married while they were on the cruise in Freeport. What do you think there, Erica?
Oh,
Yeah. Well, yeah, she can't say it. She can't say what she... But he did a good job.
very good.
Is he your Captain America?
Definitely.
Yeah. Now, do y'all have kids?
Yes. 3,
3 kids? And how old are they?
17, 15, and 9.
All right, so you got teenagers too, but you didn't bring them on the cruise, right? Ooh. Just the brother. She loves the kids, but you gotta have a little break. So this would be a beautiful DVD for y'all to take home and just stick it on when all the kids are sitting there in the living room. What is Dad doing? It's good blackmail material too, Erica. Yeah, there you go. Now, where do y'all live?
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
I know they got it.
Oh, so you actually know each other from home? Yes. So you knew each other before you came on the cruise?
Yes.
Did y'all know each other was coming on the cruise?
No.
Did you know he was getting married this week?
No.
Well, y'all know each other, but you don't share very much at home, do you? But that's good, so you're from the same hometown. Now, she just said that he does stuff like this all the time, so that was a beautiful thing. I kind of tell y'all we're a wild and crazy couple. I think that's why the crowd kind of picked you as well. Now, what do you do for a living?
Traffic control.
Traffic control, all right. So you're in charge of everybody keeping it all going on. Today, though, we had a little control over you, but you had some fun with it, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, he's got that big old smile. They've been married 16 beautiful years, everybody. Give it up for the lovely Erica and Lala. And over here, what do you think, Nancy?
Oh, wow.
Has he danced like this for you before?
You know, he actually did this once. We did it for a charity. He was in a can, you know, they did the can. And he had a long wig and he kept going.
See the things she remembers there, Pete? Now, but has he ever danced for you in his underwear?
Oh, yeah.
Just not in front of this many people. See, and that's the beauty. It's beautiful when he can still surprise you a little bit, right? Even after 52 years. I think that's wonderful. Now, where do y'all live, Nancy?
Well, we're living in Greenville, South Carolina. Originally, we're from New Jersey.
So they're originally from Jersey, because we got some Jersey people on, and now living in South Carolina. So she's not really surprised, but she had some fun with it. And she did have some fun with this game. You all know that from the answers. That was fun. And, of course, are you still working or are you retired, Pete?
Retired.
From what?
Post office.
From the post office, all right. So a hardworking man, now you can travel around with your lovely wife. Now, do y'all have kids as well?
Yes. We
How many?
boys.
3 boys. Are they all married and off and out of the house?
Yes.
Good for you. Any grandkids yet?
Yes, I have 6 now.
Wow. So you got quite a Christmas list you got to get through, right? 52 years of marriage, 3 kids, 6 grandkids? Did you say 7? 6 grandchildren, yes. Now, here's the beauty. Y'all been married for a long time, and as you can see, they had fun. When you've been married that long, you can have a little fun with all the information. But what I'd like y'all to do, being married over 50 years, is each of you just give us one wisdom, grain of wisdom. Whether it be funny or serious, just that people remember. Now, I'm going to make her go first, and then you can do it, okay? So what do you think? What's one thing you tell this crowd? The married people, the ones that are going to get married, the ones that don't even think you're going to get married, but you will.
Never let the sun go down on your anger.
See, you hear it said all the time, but these are people that live in proof. What about you, Pete?
Well, we actually were together 5 years before we got married, so we've been together 57 years.
That's because you were dating her sister. You had to have a cooling off period, right?
Yeah, she did. She was mad at me. I wasn't.
But so you've known each other 57 years. So what do you think's made it last that 57 years?
Well, it hasn't always been up. There's been a lot of ups and downs. Anybody who says that they've been married and never had an argument or a spat, I find that hard to believe. But it's the end results of after you're
So you can't give up is what you're saying. You have to fight through it and stick with each other.
right. And none of us are perfect, so we all make mistakes.
Everybody's going, I need a man like Pete. They've been married 52 beautiful years. Give it up for the lovely Nancy and Pete, everybody. Good job, guys. Now, as we close the curtain, I want you all to take a very good look at all 3 of these couples, because when you see them later tonight or you see them getting off the ship tomorrow morning, I do want you to stop them and say thank you for entertaining you this afternoon, because, again, lots of personal information just to have a little fun. However, more importantly, if you were almost one of the guys up here instead of these 3 guys, make sure you say thank you, thank you, thank you, because this could have been you instead of them. Have a wonderful night, everybody. We'll see you from Motor City, 7 and 9 o'clock, right by here with your playlist cast.